Hello, epic viewers from around the multiverse. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another ribbon Captain Stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What items will I be unboxing? What items will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What items are encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible, nifty box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now, so bear with me. It will only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the items from the box and subsequently flaunt them in front of the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go. The unboxing process is about to commence. The unboxing process is officially underway. Which figurines are encompassed inside the box? Let's find out. At the moment, they're obscured by bags. However, these airbags are about to be removed, so just bear with me one brief moment. The first action figure that I've drawn forth is a figurine of Shazam. Is he a paradigm of resounding perfection? Is he the epitome of resounding perfection? Is he the embodiment of resounding perfection? Let's find out. Let's meticulously analyze him down to the nitty-gritty details to determine whether or not he warrants a hefty, exorbitant premium price. He has high-quality hues, he has high-quality shadings, he has high-quality textures, he has a high-quality sculpt. I love his deco, I love his aesthetics, I love his appendages. He's just an extraordinary, incredible figurine. I believe he was churned out by DC Direct or DC Collectibles. Unfortunately, his cape is marred with scuffs. I love the creases in his cape. I love his muscle tones. I love his massive biceps. Unfortunately, he lacks an ankle pivot, he lacks finger joint articulation, he lacks double jointed knees, he lacks double jointed elbows, he lacks a diaphragm joint, he lacks a disc joint. In his head is relegated to the parameters of a ball joint. His cape doesn't really encumber his head articulation. His appendages can be ascendant and descendant at your discretion. It can be moved outwards and inwards. I believe this figurine was churned out by DC Direct or DC Collectibles. However, you can verify that for yourself. Here's Shazam. His face is not marred with scratches, nor scuffs, nor dings, nor dents. He's in near pristine condition, with the exception of his cape. His cape is a bit ravaged by all the smudges and by all the scuffs, so the cape has survived the deleterious shipping process. Fortunately, the cape and the body are intact, so not a bad figurine per se. He's not abysmal. I would rate him to be an 8 out of 10 if you can stumble upon him for under $10. He has two-fisted hands. His joints are sturdy, they're solid. His body is just divine. It's stupendous. It's visually appealing. So this figurine eminently appeases me. This figurine tickles my fancy. I love Shazam. I love the character. I love the lore. And I'm gratified to possess this variant or this version of Shazam. So here's Shazam one final time. I'm flaunting him in front of the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. So this is a lot of DC Direct action figures. Next we have the one and only illustrious, revered, renowned, quintessential warrior who's known by the moniker of Cyborg. I believe he's also a DC Direct or a DC Collectibles action figure. Unfortunately, he has some minuscule scratches on his legs, his sides, his calves, his shins, his forearms, his biceps are relatively sturdy. They're all tangible. They're not hollow. Sometimes action figures have hollow torsos and hollow appendages. However, this is not the case. this figurine is a refined version of Cyborg. Why do I say that? Well, he stands roughly 7 inches tall. He towers over most figurines. He has one fisted hand and a hand with fingers that are semi-clenched together so he can wield a weapon. I love his armor. I love his design. Unfortunately, his torso is marred with a scratch. His joints are all intact. They're relatively sturdy. He actually has one peg hole embedded in the bottom of his feet. He has one peg hole embedded in the bottom of his foot. Sorry about the blunder. I just rectified it. I just love his deco. It's quite elegant. It's quite exquisite. It truly embodies the essence of a warrior. He truly has a stellar design. He looks like he's poised for battle. He looks like he's about to charge into the fray of battle. I love the silver paint applications. I love these shoulder pads. They augment his defensive capabilities. He just looks like he's a brawler, so he's about to charge into the fray of battle and decimate anyone within his vicinity. So he'll engage in a bout and likely prevail. Not a bad figurine. Stands roughly 7 inches tall. Lacks double jointed knees, lacks double jointed elbows, lacks finger joint articulation, lacks a diaphragm joint, but has enough articulation to allow you to place him into nearly any dynamic pose that you can conceive of. So that's the second figurine within the lot. Now here we have another figurine. Now I'm unsure what his moniker is. He may be Kid Flash or an ally of the Flash. Who knows? I love this lightning bolt symbol. I love this crimson red paint application. I love this navy blue paint application. I love this golden stripe over here. So he's not an abysmal figure per se. He definitely has a unique, exquisite, novel design. Unfortunately, both of his hands are open. There's apertures between his index fingers and his thumbs, so it's a bit uncanny and out of context, and not the choice I would have preferred, or not the design I would have preferred. Nonetheless, he still has tremendous merit. The joints are solid. He stands roughly 7 inches tall. He truly captures the physical appearance of the character that this action figure is supposed to emulate. So he's truly the embodiment of either Kid Flash or an ally of the Flash. I'm not sure what his moniker is, but he truly looks like a superhero. He has more of a retro look to him. He doesn't really look modernized, so this figurine likely has nostalgic value amongst collectors. I love his helmet. I love this little I was about to say visor, but maybe that's not the right word here. Maybe this is called the visor or the helmet overlay, or the maybe visor is the correct word, who knows. But I love the idea that the visor is transparent and that his helmet cannot be removed, because if it could be removed, then it would likely have been detached and lost by now. So we can take a gander into his eyes. He doesn't have the best facial features. He has more of a neutral expression, so he looks like he's inquisitive. He looks like he's non-impetuous. He looks like he's more of the rational, more of the meticulous, more of the prudent type of superhero that analyzes the situation, that assesses the situation, and that comes to the conclusion whether or not they should charge into the fray of battle. He has these forearm guards, these wrist guards that enhance his defensive capabilities so he can sustain greater damage, and he lacks 2 peg holes in his feet. He only has 1 peg hole in his right foot. His appendages can be stretched outwards and inwards. He has latitude for articulation in the arms. He can swivel the biceps, he can swivel the forearms. They swivel in tandem with one another, they swivel simultaneously with one another. He can lean forwards nor backwards through the usage of a diaphragm joint. So his articulation is finite. Nonetheless, he has articulation in the necessary points. He can bend his knees, he can ascend and descend. He can ascend and descend his foot. His foot may be hinged. I'm having trouble articulating his foot. I don't want to compromise the integrity of the joints. Hopefully his ankle is hinged. If it's not, then it's not the end of the world per se. I mean, I don't really need to tamper nor fiddle nor meddle with the ankle, so I'll just leave it alone. But it's nice that his visor is transparent. It's nice that he has blue eyes. He seems to have light blue eyes. It's not an unappealing color. So those are the figurines within the lot thus far that I have unboxed. I recollect buying this lot for under $35 via eBay. So real briefly, let's just review. Thus far I've unboxed 3 figurines. Shazam, the character is known by the moniker of either Kid Flash or another superhero name. I don't know. He's just one of the Flash superheroes, or he's an ally of the Flash. I'm unsure what his lore is. I'm unsure about the lore appertaining to him. Then of course we have Cyborg. So thus far my favorite figurine within the lot is Cyborg. He's a contender for the best figurine within the lot. I love his silver paint applications. I love his facial expression. He looks solemn. He looks like he's imbued with rage. He looks like he's a stoic, heroic warrior. He looks like he wants to fight and wants to avenge his fallen comrades. Shazam also looks like he's about to charge into the fray of battle, so Shazam is also poised for battle. Shazam is also a brawler. His powers are akin to Superman's. I'm not sure who would trump one another in a fight, but I would presume that Superman will triumph over Shazam in an epic battle. So that confrontation has transpired before in a DC movie, but maybe it could be manifested into a live action movie. Who knows? The future is an enigma. The future has yet to transpire. The future is precarious. The future is unforeseeable. So those are the 3 figurines. Not bad per se for under $35. Now I still have more action figures within the lot to unbox, so stay tuned for the subsequent video where I unbox remaining figurines within the lot. So this is part 1 of the unboxing. Stay tuned for part 2. So I hope that you found this video to be intriguing. I hope that you found this video to be enthralling. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.